The first thing they laughed at was the jacket. It was faded blue denim with cracked seams and a stitched patch of earth on the shoulder. Real cloth, real stitching, not adaptive fiber, not climate mesh, just old fabric that had seen weather and war. Cadet Mara Ilyanova wore it into Tactical Hall 3 like armor, the Interstellar Defense. Academy gathered the best from 9 species. Polished floors, holographic walls, cadets in sleek uniforms that shifted color with rank and performance metrics, and one human in a jacket older than most starships in the museum wing. Virelian cadet flicked his silver crest and smirked. "Did your museum lose an exhibit?" Soft laughter followed. Mara adjusted the cuff and kept walking. The jacket had crossed oceans during the coastal collapse on Earth. It had survived riots, ration lines, and the long winters after the grid failures. Her grandmother wore it while rebuilding power relays from scrap. The fabric was worn. The seams were patched twice. It had outlived governments. Commander Havith of the Drask Dominion waited at the center of the chamber. He was tall and carved from muscle and stone. His species had conquered 3 systems before signing the accord. "Today," Havith said, voice deep and steady, "you will defend a fixed position with obsolete technology against a superior fleet. No external support. No reinforcements." A murmur of interest moved through the room. Mara slid into her station. The holographic field flared to life. She stood on the command deck of an old human orbital platform. Thick armor, rail cannons, chemical thrusters, manual switches everywhere. Power reserves at 30%. Across the void, an advanced enemy fleet emerged from slipspace. Sleek hulls. Energy signatures overwhelming around her. Alien cadets began issuing rapid commands. Elegant power redistribution. Predictive algorithms. Linked minds calculating probabilities. Mara powered everything. Down, her platform went dark in the simulation. A few cadets glanced at her display and grinned. The enemy fleet advanced cautiously. Scanners swept the area. Her station showed minimal thermal output, minimal radiation. She looked dead. She waited. Her grandmother's voice echoed in memory. "When the storm comes, you do not fight the wind. You let it pass. Then you rebuild." The first plasma volley tore through space. Several cadets' platforms flared and vanished in bright explosions. Their advanced systems, overloaded under precision fire. Mara remained cold and drifting. When the enemy ships closed formation to investigate debris, she moved. Manual targeting, she whispered. No AI assistance. Just angles, distance, timing. She fired the rail cannons. Solid tungsten slugs, accelerated without warning, flash, or energy spike. Pure mass and speed. The first enemy frigate split apart. Silence spread through the chamber. She rotated the platform, presenting its thickest armor. Plasma struck. Hull integrity dropped. She sealed damaged sections manually, rerouting power through old breakers. Another rail strike. Another enemy ship crippled. The enemy adapted and spread out. They began coordinated bombardment. Mara cut power again. Her platform drifted lifeless among debris in the observation gallery. Senior officers leaned forward. The enemy ships tightened their perimeter, preparing to finish the target. She watched their vectors. 3 seconds, 4 thrusters, full burn. Chemical rockets ignited in a violent plume. The platform surged straight into their formation. An unpredictable move no modern tactical AI would recommend at close range. Their heavy plasma batteries could not depress enough to track her hull. She switched to point defense cannons. Metal filled the void. Fragments tore through enemy engines. Hulls ruptured. Formation collapsed into chaos. Her platform finally died under sustained fire from a cruiser that managed to flank her. The simulation froze. Survival time, 9 minutes. 12 seconds. The next closest was 3 minutes. The chamber lights returned. No one laughed. Commander Havith descended from the podium and walked to Mara Station. He looked at the jacket. His expression shifted, subtle but unmistakable. "Cadet Ilyanova," he said quietly, "where did you learn that doctrine?" "Human history, sir." He studied her for a long moment. "My people faced humans once at Karth Outpost. We believed their defenses destroyed. Their stations were dark, cold." His jaw tightened. "We moved in to salvage. The room was completely silent. They powered up rail cannons at close range. We lost 3 cruisers before we understood." His gaze swept across the cadets. "You rely on superiority, on clean systems and constant power. Humans evolved on a world that denied them both. Their strength is not elegance, it is endurance." He turned back to Mara. "Primitive does not mean weak." He dismissed the class. Cadets rose slowly. The Varelian approached her again, crest lowered in respect. "I was wrong," he said. Mara shrugged. "Most people are, at first." He looked at the earth patch. "Why keep wearing it?" She ran her thumb over the faded stitching. "Because we remember what it took to survive." He nodded and left. Mara walked out of Tactical Hall 3 alone. The jacket felt heavy on her shoulders, but not in a bad way. It carried storms and broken cities. It carried people who rebuilt power grids by hand and learned to fight with whatever still worked. Humanity did not have the most advanced ships, not the strongest fleets, not the oldest empire, but they had learned something on old Earth that no academy could fully teach. When hunted, go dark. When underestimated, wait. And when the moment comes, hit back with everything you have left. The laughter never returned. Asterisk.